Hey guys, I'm going to wait a minute or two to see who hops on. Y'all know me, probably just a minute. So let me know when you get here. Say hey boo. Okay, hopefully Facebook doesn't break up. In the comments for this video or in the description for this video, you guys see I'm still kind of made up from today. I put that today I'm the type of person that gets made up for photo shoots, and I get that privilege, but it wasn't that long ago. Seemed like it was yesterday, but it was 17 years ago. I used to have to pile on makeup to cover up black eyes. And so I kind of want to talk to you guys today a little bit about domestic violence and what it looks like. Because knowing me and seeing my strength today, you probably, unless you've been in that situation, you probably couldn't picture that I was in a domestic violence situation. And I just wanted to touch on a few things because I've been asked, and that's not my platform. I talk about confidence and helping people build their confidence, and I do that for a reason. Domestic violence, even though I dealt with it, is not my platform. But I talk about confidence because I realize now, like since I've grown up, so to speak, that had my confidence been where I needed it to be, and if I'm breaking up, let me know and I'll find a better signal. Please like, love, and share this video. And you never know who's going through a domestic violence situation. If my confidence was where I needed it to be or where it should have been then, I don't know if I would have been in a domestic violence situation. I don't know. So I was asked today, what was that final straw? What was that thing that I said, I'm no longer going to deal with this man putting his hands on me? And to be honest, it was the realization that I was going to kill him or he was going to kill me. It was every 3 weeks, like clockwork, me and this man I was with 17 years ago would fight. For no reason. Sometimes it would be an argument. Sometimes he just had a bad day and I was the closest thing to him. But I could put it on my calendar that every 3 weeks we were going to get in a physical altercation that was going to lead to me having a black eye and having to pile on makeup and sunglasses so I could go to work the next day. So it was the realization that this man was going to kill me or I was going to kill him. And I couldn't allow my son to be raised by anybody else. That was like the thing, it hit me. One night we had a violent fight and I think he choked me and I pulled a knife or something of that nature. It was like the next step from this fight is death. So at that point in time, I knew that I had to leave or else one of us was not going to make it out of the relationship alive. That's a fact. So once I made it up in my mind that I had to leave, I started making plans. I started going to the battered women's shelter and listening to the stories and sharing my stories, and I started to make a plan to leave. I didn't just leave, I made a plan. And then I left. So what did I learn from being in that situation? Number one, domestic violence does not have a certain look. You may look at somebody and can tell that they're going through some stuff at home, or you may not know. I'm a very strong woman, and I would have considered myself to be a strong woman then. But here it is, I was physically fighting for my life every 3 weeks at home, getting hit by a person who said that they loved me. So I want you guys to think about, and if you know someone that's dealing with that situation, or if you are dealing with that situation, that is not love. And that doesn't mean that something is wrong with you. That does not mean that something is wrong with you. That does not make you a weak woman or man. That doesn't mean something is wrong with you because you're in this messed up situation. I would advise you to work on building you. Because see, as I started to build Valencia, as I started to build me, I knew it wasn't acceptable to have this man put his hands on me. Natasha, let me know if I'm breaking up too, honey. Thank you for watching. Hey, boo. And the messed up part about it is I thought, because I'm a fighter, right? I thought that because I was fighting back, that we were going toe to toe. I did not look at myself as being somebody in a domestic violence situation. Not me. Thank you, honey. Not me. But when the reality hit that, Valencia, you are a domestic violence victim. Nobody wants to say that, but it was true. Me with my strong, bold self, well, not so much 17 years ago, was letting this crazy man who I thought loved me beat me to the point I had to put makeup on to cover my bruises. So that's why I talk about confidence. That's why I love me. And I share things with you guys. I want to say the things that other people won't say because they're ashamed. I'm not ashamed to tell you 17 years ago I was a victim of domestic violence. Then I became a survivor, and now I look at it like I conquered it. So when you look at me and see all this boldness and confidence and wonder why I constantly talk about it, because I understand that when you don't love yourself fully, I understand when you're scared to let that lioness in you come out. I understand when you don't have the confidence that you should have, that you can fall into situations that can leave you dead. I'm just telling you. So when people ask me, what was that thing, Valencia? How did you get out? Because I know a lot of women, men, you in situations right now that you scared to go to sleep. And the messed up part about it is because sometimes people will ask you if you okay, you need anything, and then they have the people that will talk about you behind your back. Girl, you know she getting beat at home. Who does that? Nothing is funny about domestic violence. Nothing. I'm going to tell you, it's not fun. It's not cute. It doesn't feel good to be on the other end of somebody's fist. Whether it's another woman or whether it's a man that hits you. And it hurts even more. Those emotional scars last even longer when it's at the hands of somebody that loves you or say they love you. So when I talk about unleashing you and building you and your confidence and everything else, see, when you do that, you know what you will and won't allow. That means in love, that means in friendships, that means in anything. A lot of people will come and tell you it's certain things you have to deal with in relationships. There's certain things you got to deal with in business. I'm sorry, I had to fight for my life 17 years ago. I'm not going to fight to prove who I am today. I'm not going to allow negative people in my life. See, it's something about when you had to fight to get where you are, it makes it so much sweeter. So when people look at me today, I'll be damned if I don't walk in a room with my heels on and my head held up high. Do you understand? I almost lost my life 17 years ago, but I don't have to explain that. Stop explaining to people why you love you. Now I'm in my feelings today because if you're in the local area, you know that there is someone locally that's fighting for her life right now behind a domestic violence situation. And that bothers me. It's not the first report that I've seen, and it won't be the last. But what I'm telling you, when you look at me, when you see them pictures of that made up face today, and later when I post up my photo shoot pictures today, just know I fought to be here. I used to have to wear makeup so people couldn't see the black eyes. I owned more sunglasses than the Sunglass Hut or wherever sells sunglasses, so I could go in public and people wouldn't see my black eyes. But I still had to go home with this man that said that he loved me, but every 3 weeks he would beat my, excuse my language, my ass. And I'm telling you guys, when I talk to you guys, it's not something I read. It's not a class I studied in psychology. I'm telling you what I lived. I posted the doggone police reports back in October. I still had them. It tells you how my son had to call 911. It tells you how Baton Rouge Police Department got phone calls and hung up, but they come out anyway. I'm not ashamed of that. If I'm ashamed of me going through that situation, how the hell can I help you? And excuse my language. So I'm going to be honest with you guys and tell you, this person that you see today didn't exist 17 years ago, or better yet, she was buried. When I talk about that mental and that physical weight, that was my reality. And it is funny because as I was doing the math, it feels like it was like yesterday or last month or last year. It was 17 years ago. But I could recall almost every incident like it was yesterday. So what I want to advise you, and what I want you guys to think about, if you're in that situation or know somebody in that situation, ask them, how can I help you? Don't talk about them. Because I promise you, nobody loves to get hit. Nobody likes to get hurt. Nobody wants the person who say that they love them to make them feel like garbage. Nobody wants that. So those co-workers that you see a little bit more makeup under her eye or under his eye, because men get abused too, pass them a little note and say, if you need me, I'm here. Instead of later you seeing the report on the news and shaking your head. See, we all think that there's nothing we can do. We all think that maybe if you're in that situation that you're stuck. You're not stuck. You're not. They have the battered women's program. They have several programs that will help you plan and help you start building yourself up to where you realize that it don't matter what dirt I did in my life. I do not deserve to be hit. I do not deserve to be choked. I do not deserve for the person who loved me or I love to talk to me like I'm nothing. And you do something with that. You find someone, someplace that can help you. It's not the end. But you could not have told me this 17 years ago. I knew that I did so much wrong in my life that I must have deserved to be hit. Better yet, I thought, because I was fighting him back with my soldier self, that I wasn't a domestic violence victim. But it wasn't until it hit me that, Valencia, real talk, one day you're going to kill him or he's going to kill you. And who's going to raise your son? Because I got a lot of family. I got a lot of friends. But my son didn't ask for that. My son didn't ask for me to kill this man and end up in jail and somebody else had to raise him. So even if I wasn't strong enough for me, I had to be strong enough for him. Like when I tell you guys your goals ought to have a why, your reason to be in a happy, healthy, non-violent relationship. Find your why. If you don't love yourself enough yet, work on that. But look at your children. Find your why and find a way. So when I post the pictures of me looking all beautified with my makeup done today, I couldn't do anything but reflect on those days that I wore makeup to cover bruises. That's real talk. with that, guys, peace and love. I'm tired, and I hope this encouraged you guys today. You deserve to be in a happy, healthy relationship, even if that means being in a relationship by yourself. Nobody, you don't deserve to go home and be scared for your life. So with that being said, guys, peace and love. Have a great night. Please like, love, and share the video. If you've never shared one of my videos, this is the one to share. Because I guarantee you it's going to touch somebody that's dealing with that right now. Because we don't talk about it. Because it's embarrassing. It's not embarrassing for me. I want you to look at my face and look at my post and look at what I do now. I do it to build people. Because I know what it feels like to be broken mentally and physically. But I'm here to show you guys. I'm here to represent for you guys and let you know there's a way out. There's a way to do better. There's a way still to do everything that you're here to do. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope it's a clear, really good video. With that being said, peace and love. Happy Wednesday. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you for watching.